Good morning, 8:19, Tuesday, February the 10th. This is talkSPORT Breakfast with me, Jeff Stelling, Ali McCoist, and we're in the company of the former England, Newcastle, Liverpool, Charlton and Swansea midfielder Jonjo Shelvey. Coral coming along at 8:30 today. Mick, by the way, has texted and said it's more media than fans being negative about Eddie. And as for the Boo Boys, they need to give their head a shake. They probably weren't there when we were really bad. Not the word he uses, but yeah, thank you very much indeed for that, Mick. I mean, look, we say it's more the media. They were booed off. Let's be honest, they were booed off. It's clear for everyone to hear in the game against Brentford at the weekend. But I do completely take your point, Mick. So, Jonjo, I mean, when I look at the Newcastle side at the moment, it's the forwards are finding it hard to score the goals at the moment. So, a good job that Bruno Guimaraes has weighed in with, 9 Premier League goals this season. As a midfielder yourself, what's your assessment of how important he is to the side?
He's vitally important. I mean, you've seen the last three games when he wasn't involved. They've really struggled to take a foothold in the game. He sort of grabs the game by the scruff of the neck, and he weighs in with some important goals as well. So yeah, he's vitally missed, and the fans love him there. He was given the armband for a reason. So yeah, but they're just glad that he's back now.
They're definitely a bit far better team, Jonjo, when he plays. And I want to ask you, forward there, is they have made a couple of signings, and you could argue that neither of them have really got going just yet. You can make obvious, reasons for it with Visa, but been out injured initially at the start of the season. Volta Mada has come in, scored 1 or 2 goals earlier on, but probably still looking for a wee bit more from him. Where are you in the 2 signings up front, and obviously Alanga as well in wider area?
I think Alanga's been poor, to be honest. I think he scored a great goal against City, but apart from that, I don't think he suits the way Newcastle play football. Yeah. I think he's more suited to a counter-attacking team where a team sits back and he hits them on the counter and drags the team up the pitch with the ball. With Volta Mada, I think they need to put crosses into the box and utilise his height, although he can play with the ball to feet. But again, the way Eddie likes to play in that higher pressing system, is he one that's going to go and do that? And I'm not too sure on Visa. I don't know not why they've signed him, but compared to what they had in Isaac, I don't think he's a patch on Isaac.
Look, Jonjo, you know Eddie, and he'll be aware of the criticism. As a person, how would you think he will cope with that criticism personally?
I think he'll block that out. He's I don't believe he's on social media or anything like that. He keeps himself to himself. He's a very strong character. He lives and dies by football. I mean, you see him, he's in the training ground from 6 o'clock in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. He dedicates his life to football, and I think he's said it in past interviews where he sort of probably neglects his family because of that, and I think they just need to realise what he actually brings to the table, and I think they do. You go back the past 10 years, Newcastle have been struggling, and he's really turned it around at Newcastle, and he's made it exciting to watch, and he brings football that the club want to see.
It's amazing, John. There's never been a greater desire, I don't think, from an expectation from football fans than there is now. And we're going to move on to another one of your old clubs. I'm specifically going to ask you about Liverpool. I mean, Arne Slot could not have hoped for a better opening season to take over the reins from, obviously, a Liverpool legend and Klopp. First season, fantastic. Second season, not just yet at this moment in time. Still in the Champions League, obviously. Where do you see Liverpool at this moment in time?
I like to watch Liverpool. It's just the sheer fact that I used to play there, and I love watching them last year. I've not seen too much football this year because of the time difference. It's a bit of a nightmare. But I just think that he's probably had success so quickly too early, if you like. And similar at Newcastle with Eddie coming in, they had success straight away, and it takes time. But for me, they've spent a lot of money as well in the players that they've brought in. So, and it is Liverpool Football Club at the end of the day, so you're expected to to get results every week, and they've had some bad results.
Yeah, no question. I mean, Everton could move above them in the table this week. I've got a question in from one of the listeners. James says, Jonjo. So, Jonjo, you worked under the likes of Arda Turan, Ian Holloway, Kenny Dalglish, Rafa Benitez, Michael Laudrup, to name a few. Which manager did you learn the most from, and which manager did you have the best time with?
I probably had the best time with... In my most fun time was probably with Ian Holloway, because he's just a character. I probably learned the most under Eddie, but I think the best I've probably, in terms of played and established myself as a Premier League player, was under Michael Laudrup.
You mentioned all those names there, Jonjo. Tell me, is that an avenue you'd like to go down yourself when you stop playing?
Yeah. I do enjoy the coaching side of it. I've actually had an offer from a club in Turkey to come in and be an assistant manager, which is I'm just unsure of at the moment, because obviously family are here and settled. So it's and I don't know whether I'm still a bit too young, but it's something that definitely interests me, and I love learning about the game. I love watching the game, and I mean, if there's a game on the telly, even if it's Azerbaijan Third League, I'll sit and watch it and try and analyse it.
Hey, the Azerbaijan Third Division, that's some great games this season. Do you see the day when you'll come back to this country and maybe be involved in coaching in this country?
At the moment, no. I'm loving being here. It's such a great place to be. Eventually, maybe. I don't know. It depends what doors open up. But for this moment in time, I'm just loving being here. I mean, you never know, if something pops up, then and it suits all parties, then yeah, definitely.
Hey, Jonjo, Henry's fishing for compliments here. Another texter. He says, Henry from Milton Keynes here. He said, massive Newcastle fan. Can you ask Jonjo who the best fans he's ever played in front of are? I think we know what he wants you to say.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably have to say Newcastle, because I was there for such a long period of time. I was there for nearly 10 years, so I'd probably have to say Newcastle. And like, if we didn't move out to Dubai, then we'd still be in Newcastle living there. I'd have never moved back to Essex. So yeah, I'd probably have to say Newcastle.
Jonjo, where we've got you, move on to international matters. England, probably with Thomas Tuchel. I look at that squad, mate, and I don't think middle to front. I don't think I've ever seen a stronger English squad, mate. How do you think they'll do moving forward in this World Cup? Because clearly the talent and I think the expectation level from the support is there.
Yeah, I think they should do well. As you said, the quality of players that are there for his disposal. It's just, how does he fit them all into a team? He's a very good manager, and I just hope that it's about time England won something. I just don't know whether we've always struggled in big tournaments in the later stages. So I don't know whether that's like a mentality thing from years and years ago, but the players are there, and I think today's players now are a lot more fearless in terms of like expressing themselves and etc. etc. So I hope that we do well and hopefully can win it.
Brilliant. Hey, Jonjo, look, thanks for joining us. What time do your games kick off out there?
We've actually got an FA Cup match tonight. I mean, it's not the FA Cup back home, but it's they kick off at 6 p.m. tonight. But then when Ramadan starts, the games are on at 10 o'clock at night. So yeah, it's a bit hard.
It's a bit warmer than Newcastle, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's about 33 degrees here today.
Oh, hey, look, I'm envious, but then I don't have to play football, so brilliant. Jonjo, look, really appreciate your time,
mate. Best of luck to you.
Best of luck in the future.
Thank you very much. Take care, guys.
All the best, Jonjo.
Jonjo Shelvey there, great to talk to him, wasn't it? And yeah, he scored some absolute cracking goals.
Hasn't he, belters, eh?
And boy, could he hit a long pass, couldn't he, as well? He certainly could. Coming up, we'll bring you all the latest from Coral. We'll also turn our attention to Man City. and whether that Liverpool result can give them the boost they need to chase Arsenal down.